Hi, how are you? It's Traviseen here, and welcome back to our adventures with the Gnome Warlock. Last episode, we completed Hellfire Ramparts, and we also started our Warlock Mount quest. And that is why we are here today in Winterspring. I know we were in a group for Hellfire Ramparts, but it didn't work out, guys. Somebody left after I got summoned, which was a shame, but it's all good. So now we're back in Winterspring, and we are going to collect the Raging Beast Blood today, guys. And there is also another quest where we have to go meet Lord Banehowl, who is in Jadenar, in Shadowhold. He's at the complete end of Shadowhold, so we have to actually go through the entirety of Shadowhold. But I believe we won't have to fight really anything because we have these shadowy potions that we got from the Goblin, which allows us to be friendly with the denizens of the Shadowhold in Jadenar. Let's get our Voidwalker out here. Use this trinket. Get all set up. And I hope you guys are doing well today. Doing pretty good. Heard some interesting news about Arc Raiders. Supposedly, its player base has gone down by 81%, guys. Insane. They were at like over 400k players. Now they're at around 90k, 80 to 90k. And I'm not too sure if this is the case, but I remember that the bird Peanut. He's like this, this streamer who looks like he has like a peanut character, and he blew up playing that game, Arc Raiders. And he stopped playing that game recently. He's playing actually one of my favorite games of all time, Rust. My favorite survival, like looter shooter survival game. And maybe that's like one of the reasons why the game's lost so many players. I heard there's a lot of cheating though as well. That obviously is a terrible thing for a looter shooter game, right? Losing your loot to a guy who's cheating, like, it really sucks in those kinds of games. You put all that effort into getting that loot, and then some guy just who's cheating kills you and takes it. Not a good time. I think that's the enemy of all games is cheaters, even World of Warcraft, right? Like, World of Warcraft would be a great game without gold sellers and cheaters, but we have gold sellers and cheaters, and they try to make the game a pay-to-win game. And they ruin the economy of World of Warcraft. But they're supported by some of the player base, right? Because they make endgame raiding possible for people who don't have the time to farm the gold. So it's like a two-sided sword there. Because, like, if you're playing with your friends and you just don't have as much time as your friends, a lot of people just buy gold, right? Just to keep up. I don't really hate on them for that. It's sort of you could say it's sort of an issue with the game mechanics. Maybe raiding shouldn't require as much consumables and stuff like that to raid, but there has to be a reason to go out into the world, right? That's what, you know, those consumables and professions, you know, bring to the game. Yeah, and I've been thinking about this for the longest time. Like, how do they combat cheating? How do they stop cheating? I'm not too sure if it's even possible. Right, without them losing money. And, like, since it's a business, they don't want to lose money. Especially if the cheaters are making them money. Like, even probably in Arc Raiders. Like, the cheaters they ban, they buy the game again, right? And then Arc Raiders sells more copies. The drop rate for this Raging Beast Blood is pretty good. It's not too bad. Should be able to get this done today. %35 drop rate. Too bad we weren't able to collect it before we went out to Outland, but we're still getting XP killing these guys, so I don't mind. And we'll mostly be focusing on this quest chain for until we get it. I'm gonna keep trying to get this mount, because it does make questing so much better, being able to mount up and move at 100% speed compared to, you know, 60. And we have to do it anyways, so this is like the best time to do it while we still get XP from the dungeons that we were going to do, and also the quests as well. We got the Obsidian Band of Stamina. 15 stam ring, that's it. Disenchants for 2 gold, 44 silver. We'll probably send that over to the Paladin to disenchant. Chanting's great. Probably one of the best professions to have. All of the BOEs you get like that, you just send it to your enchanter, and they can just disenchant it, and then you make like 2-3x the gold on the item. And since Arc Raiders isn't doing well, I assume, I heard Marathon's not doing well either, so, like, I wonder what's going on with looter shooters. Is this the end of the looter shooter phase? We'll see. Supposedly Disney might be coming out with a looter shooter. I don't know if it's a looter shooter, but a looter style game. Like, sort of like the looter shooter games that have came out, like Arc Raiders and Marathon. And Escape from Tarkov, but it's going to be Disney characters. I wonder how that would do. I'm looking forward to going into Shadowhold. Never done this Warlock quest before, so I'm interested to see what happens when we go see Lord Banehowl. I've killed him before, though, on a few characters. Shadowhold's sort of like an open world dungeon. Which is pretty cool. And Lord Banehowl's sort of like the, I believe that's who it is. This is pretty much like the boss at the end that you fight. There's like a few bosses inside of Shadowhold. A few elites. I wonder if there's still elites in TBC. I know they are in vanilla. I hope we don't have too much trouble getting into groups for... I think DME still be kind of a pain. But I think we'll probably get into the Skullman's groups, no problem. Should always be some... level 50... excuse me, level 55 plus. Trying to get into Skullman's, but DME's is kind of a pain because you need a key for it. From DM West. But I could just use the Paladin. I think that's going to be my plan. I'll just tell the group I'm in that my Paladin's there and he can open the door for us. Just need to start a raid group. Add him as the 6th man and he can just open the door. And then we don't have to do DM West. So I remember that being a headache on my Paladin. But we were kind of lucky. There was a lot of people who had boosted characters and stuff like that, and they were trying to also get their mounts. I hope that's still the case, but we'll see. Once we get past this part of getting the mount, then it's just, you know, questing dungeons and acquiring loot and outlands, which is pretty chill. I understand why you probably see a lot of people with just 60 speed mounts as warlocks or paladins running around Outland. Just because of how much of a pain it is. I tried to do a DM East, actually, with the paladin, and then I told him, like, yeah, we had to get a key, and he just left the group. He's like, alright, I'm not doing it. Pretty discouraging, I guess, having to, you know, get a key. And I was down to get the key. Because I was like, well, you know, we can go into DM West, I can get the key on my Warlock, then I won't have to actually do that little Paladin swap to get inside of DM East. It's nice that we're the only ones out here. Makes this quest pretty easy. I think a lot of people just don't come to Winter Spring in TBC Classic. You know, like, why would you? Also, I haven't tried this yet, the Inferno spell. Let's try it. Okay. So, supposedly we control this guy. We'll just tell him to attack everybody. This isn't looking too good right here. Just attack this guy. I'll blow that one up. Do a little bandage here. That's another thing we need to get going is TBC first aid. We'll probably start getting... Yeah, we got some netherweave cloth now. Fernal's kind of strong. And he's subjugated, right? He's enslaved, so that means we'll probably have to fight him once the subjugation ends. The problem is he better than the Voidwalker? Probably not. But we'll use him for now. Doesn't really have any abilities. Hits harder, though. Pretty cool ability. I think the main reason why you'd use the ability is to it's just for the AoE stun. It's sort of like a Shadow Fury. Warlocks have so many abilities that I didn't even know they had this. Like, because you never see them use it. Probably gonna lose aggro, yeah. Let the dots tick for a bit. He's tanky too. He's got a lot of health. Hasn't died yet. He's not getting any heals either. It's also a pretty cool way of just getting a pet out. All right, you can just use Inferno. It only costs you... It costs a lot of mana, though. It's like over 1,000 mana. Like 2 times the cost of Shadow Fury. For pretty much the same spell, but you get an Inferno from it. And you have to be outside to use it, guys. You can't use it in a dungeon. So I guess that's probably why you don't see it too often. He's a beast, though. He hits pretty hard. Not as hard as the dots hit, but he hits hard. It's doing damage. More than the Voidwalker, that's for sure. There's another owl up there. He's gonna lose subjugation in like 20 seconds. Interested to see if he still fights the owl beast after he loses his subjugation here. Or do we have to fight him? We'll keep the owl beast aggro on him. See, there we go. He just runs right after us. Is he running after us too? The owl beast? Interesting. Is he attacking me? Yeah. Okay, it switches to me. I'm not too sure if I like that. Oh, great. Another owl beast is going to attack us now. Get rid of that one. Yeah, you got to watch out when he wakes up. And the aggro switches right to you. That's good to know. The owl beast didn't stay, you know, attacking the Infernal, even though the Infernal was attacking him the entire time. Go get him. And we haven't used this dot either. Curse of Doom. So there's a chance that it can come over here. What the heck is going on there? Oh, crap. Okay, well, we'll just deal with this one. Oh, great. I'm running into stuff. Try to get Sarfog to get aggro here. Well, let's let the Curse of Doom go off. Does he have to die? If the target dies from this damage. It's not going to die from the damage. The damage is barely doing anything. So I got 17 seconds. Oh, wait. Damn it. Okay, we'll have to try it again. Julie's dagger. It's got a blue. I have to move this up a bit. So it's kind of messing with, I have this other add-on that I use. It's broken. It's called Narcissus. It's what I use to show the stats at the beginning. But it's broken in TBC. It doesn't work. So it kind of messes with my chat whenever I try to go down here. I can't really, like, select and look at stuff. Julie's Dagger. Chance on hit heals the wielder for 78 damage over 12 seconds, 36.5 damage per second. Interesting dagger. Disenchants for over 8 gold, though. Let's probably just send that to our paladin. The disenchant. We'll put this stot up soon. Just want to see if we can summon a Doom Guard from it. Let's heal our pet here. So we'll just let the dot damage kill him. I'll pull the pet away when he's under 100 health. It's not guaranteed. We'll pull... Okay, let the dot kill. Kill him. Do something. Oh my gosh, it doesn't even do anything. Okay, what? Dot doesn't do anything. What type of dot is that? That's the worst dot in the game. Supposedly it does... After 1 minute, does 32. So it should have been doing damage there, because the dot only lasts a minute. Yeah, I'm not sure, man. Yeah, I'm not too sure if that really works. Doesn't work on Albies. They don't take any damage from Curse of Doom. Sarfog get aggro here. Should be able to. He's level 60. His taunts shouldn't really... There we go. We're just over halfway. Not too bad of a farm. I believe this is like the only farm we have to do. Everything else you just buy from the auction house, I'm pretty sure. It'll probably be, I think, around 500 gold to buy them out. To get, after we spend everything. It's cheap, could be a little bit cheaper, though, in TBC, because the mats aren't as expensive as they are in vanilla. He died of this dot. Think we have some food. Kind of reminds me of that hunter we fought. He was like almost dead. Like he had dots on him. It was like 1% health. One more tick of Curse of Agony and he probably would have died, but he just sat down and ate, and that was the end of that. It would have been funny if we got the kill there. But I got wrecked that day. That was the day where I got wrecked by the Horde. The first, our first time through the Dark Portal. You know what also is not a bad idea is just PvPing. If there's anybody PvPing, though. Because we also need honor. We only have 162 right now. But a lot of the loot from PvP is pretty damn good at 70. It's a good start. And when we hit 70, potentially, you know, phase 2 will be out. Or it'll be close. And then the Arena Season 1 gear, which is really good in TBC, will be available for honor. Be able to buy with honor, which is really good gear to start with. Especially if you're playing a paladin, because resilience is actually pretty damn good for tanks. Helps you get the crit cap. Not that great for us though as a damage dealer, but there's still some pretty nice pieces for PvP casters. Should I send Sarfog in there? Send him in there now. And then once we get our mount, we can start focusing on getting tailoring up. Probably just do that off camera. It's just all you're doing is just making bolts of different types of cloth. That's really it. Just a lot of bolts of cloth. Right now we're in the woolen cloth phase. We're at 85. We just got to get it up to 300, and then it'll be really easy to level at 300, because I have so much nether weave cloth on my paladin. I'm just going to send it all to my warlock. And that'll level him up pretty damn fast. I wish I could send primal nethers to my warlock from my paladin. That would have been nice. My paladin doesn't really need them until, like, the final phase. He needs, like, 4. For, like, an engineering helmet. It's actually a helmet I could get on the paladin that's an engineering helmet. That would actually be an upgrade right now. Might be a good idea. Just to level up engineering on the paladin. I want to have engineering and enchanting on the paladin. Anyways, so I could level that up and get the engineering helmet. Yeah, I wonder if you can trade Primal Nethers. I'm not sure. Or I wonder if we could find how we get the helmet pattern. I wonder where it comes from. Also, rocket boots is really good to have. It's like one of the best abilities for anybody, really. It's awesome having rocket boots. It gets you out of mechanics pretty damn fast. And for the Stratholme farm, you can just pick up a bunch of mobs with your rocket boots ability. And then get all set up and tank them all. Grenades are great too for pulls as well. Just throw in a grenade instead of using Avenger's Shield. And we lost a Soul Stone. Just let the dots tick here. We'll get another one up. Just in case we get ganked or something like that. At least we have Soul Stone up. We'll have to buy some more Morning Glory Dew. Probably should have just life tapped there. Yeah, we probably killed close to 30 Albies right now, I think. There we go, 10 more bloods to go. To watch out. Sometimes you can die using life tap. Let's see this Lord Banehowl quest again.
Morzul says that you want to open a portal to Zoroth. To do that, you'll need Zorothian stardust. That's not easy to find on Azeroth. There is one being who might have some. Lord Banehollow in Jadenar, the seat of the Shadow Council. Speak with him and he might part with the stardust. But if you're going to Jadenar, then you'll need to cloak yourself in the Shadow Council's own flavor of evil. That will require some of my shadowy potions, and that will cost you...
So we have to give him, I believe, $150 gold for the stardust. That's the first expense. Yeah, it's quite the grind. They were right that it does take a little bit of time, at least an hour, to get all of the raging blood that you want. But we're getting XP for it, so it's good. You can tell this is a vanilla quest, right? Really make you grind for it. Alright, we're out of water now. Hopefully I don't have to go back and buy some more. Do we have any more waters? Yeah, we have this moonberry juice here. Made a little bit of coin doing this quest too. Close to 10 gold. Not too bad. Could buy us some nice items. Maybe when we go to the auction house, I'll take a peek. We'll see if there's any items that we should purchase that are in the ranges of level like 61, 62, 60. You don't really need them, though, to be honest, so there's really no need to purchase them. Might as well just save the coin for the raid supplies and stuff like that. But I'll take a peek. Maybe some stuff's actually, like, really worth it for the price. And get some water back. Nice. Come on. Give us the blood. I honestly thought we'd be able to do this pretty fast. And then I was going to be able to go to Jadenar. But I guess not. They really want us to, you know, take down as many of these Albies as we can. Need to watch thread here. I might push us over the edge. Do a little wanding since we're low on manas. I pulled 2 there. I wonder if he could handle it. He could handle 2. What the heck? I gotta actually start pumping him down, or Cyberpog's gonna die. Alright, 2 more, not too bad. And drink our last mana here. It's a moonberry juice, so we won't get too much back. All right, 1 more. And the raging blood grind is complete. Nice. There we go, guys. So that's it. We have our blood. And next episode, we're going to head down to Jadenar, guys. Which is right here. We'll go have a chat with Lord Banehowl. But as always, thanks for watching. Keep your heads up. Later.